Hello, I'm Jenny from Jenny's Pop-Up Bakery here in Kildare and Carndonagh, and I have been approached by IDP and CFI to do a couple of demonstration videos. And normally I would be known for baking, but today I am going to do a couple of savoury dishes. And the first one I have decided to do is meat-based. So today I'm going to make an Italian-style meatloaf dish with spaghetti and garlic bread. Okay, we are going to preheat the oven, which I've already done. We're going to get a big bowl and we're going to put 2 pounds of minced steak, 1 pound of sausages, which have had their skins removed, so that is just added to this bowl. Then we have cooked off 1 chopped onion, which has got 4 cloves of garlic minced in with it, and that has been cooked off till they're sort of nice and caramelized brown. We have got 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds here. If anyone who doesn't know what fennel seeds are, I will explain that in a little sidebar in a wee moment. We have got some mozzarella cheese, which has been chopped up, and we have sun-dried tomatoes and fresh basil and fresh parsley, which have been chopped up as well. Now, with washed hands, you're going to start adding some of your ingredients to this bowl. So first I'm going to add some pepper for a little bit of spicy, and some salt. And normally I would have music blasting away here in the kitchen, so this is really weird for me to be cooking like this, and I feel like I'm talking to myself. But anyway, so that's the salt and the pepper. Then we're going to add in the onion mix and the lovely fennel seeds. Now, maybe you're wondering, why is this called Italian meatloaf? And it is called Italian meatloaf because of Italian sausage. And what makes Italian sausage Italian is that you add fennel seeds and garlic to a normal sausage, and it comes in 2 types. So one is like mild, which is just garlic and fennel seeds, and the other is hot, which is garlic, fennel seeds and chili. So this is going to be a mild one, and here we go, adding the rest of these ingredients. Nigella, eat your heart out. Not. I'm amusing myself here. Okay. And then the really fun part, you get to smush up this mix. Have I forgotten anything? Yes, I have forgotten my Parmesan. Now this is a microplane, and it's like one of my favorite items to use in the kitchen, and it's just a really fine grate. So like whenever you're grating Parmesan, it gets really fine and nice. It's really good for whenever you need to add zest to a recipe. I recommend everyone get one of these, but you'll have to wait or order it online or whatever. Now, I didn't give an amount to add with Parmesan, and that's because I never really measure it. I just grate it and grate it and grate it until I think that there's enough, which there can never really be too much. And I'm using this and not the pre-ground stuff, because the pre-ground stuff is like sawdust. Don't buy it. It's not nice. I mean, obviously, if you have it and you like it, that's fine. I don't. So, here we go. Wash the hands again. Okay, this is fennel seeds, and I'm going to show you how to toast fennel seeds. It's really basic. You're just heating a dry frying pan, meaning that there is no oil in it. So you want the pan to be quite hot. These are going to jump around a bit and get a little bit toasty. You can shake that around a bit too if you want. So you see they just start to kind of pop. control the heat a wee bit. You're just doing this to release the flavour, and whenever they get a little bit toasted, then you just grind them. I'm just going to use a silicone pastry brush, just move them around a wee bit. And whenever they're toasted, you can always do them a little bit more well done than this, but this is just a demo, so I shall just show you. Pastry brush comes in handy for this. So you just get them into your pestle and mortar and grind them up into a powder. If you don't have a pestle and mortar, you can always use a bowl and a rolling pin. And when you do this, you will be able to smell the spices really, really fragrant. And you just grind it up into as fine or as coarse a powder as you want. And that's it. Easy. Now, hopefully I haven't forgotten to do anything. Let's check the notes. Let's not be Donald Trump here. Check the notes. Parmesan mint. Smush it all together. Smush. Let's get smushing. Ooh. I hope you can't hear that. This is fun. Maybe your kids would like to do this part, or maybe not. Maybe it would just get all over the counter, or maybe they'd start eating it raw. I don't know. I don't have kids. But anyway, now I'm smooshing this all together before I add the egg and milk mix, because it just gets like really sticky. So I just wanted to give it a good mix first. And normally in this recipe too, you would add some breadcrumbs, but I'm not going to because I'm just trying to avoid added bread at the minute. But adding breadcrumbs to this will make it stick together and hold together much better. So I do recommend doing that, but you can leave it out, it's fine. Now, this is going to be sticky and squelchy. Maybe not the nicest thing to do, but it's fine. Almost mixed. Now, you want to put it into a roasting tray. So it's kind of squelchy. This, and wash the hands again, and you'll see, let me see, I'll tilt it up for you a little bit. This looks like this, if you can see that, and it looks kind of ugly, but I promise it's going to taste lovely. So you're going to get a little bit of pre-bought sauce because I was feeling lazy today. And what it is, like Saturday anyway, isn't it? Saturday. Who knows what day it is? Anyhow. So now spread that over a little bit. And that's going to like sink in and make it taste really nice. Get rid of that spoon for a sec. And now we're going to wrap it in pancetta. You can also use streaky bacon for this, but SuperValu sells this. It's nice and thin. And I will show you in a second whenever I get it all smooshed over. Now this is just like an alternative way of using mince. So you get a bit sick of maybe doing the same things with it. So I thought this would be a bit of a change. This can also, you can also do one with turkey mince, which would be probably even healthier. You can maybe grate some courgette and stuff into it. You know, you can really like play around with the flavors of it. Make it whatever you want. And okay, I've just used the whole packet because why not? This is ready to go into your oven, preheated to 180 degrees, or if you've got a fan oven, 160. I'm not sure of the gas mark, but you can check that online. So let's pop this in the oven now. And that will be in the oven for approximately 40 minutes. Now you're going to want to check it after 40 minutes and give it a little prod on the top and see if it feels kind of firm. If it doesn't, it could need another 20 to 30 minutes, and then we will come back in 20-30 minutes and see how it's going. So adios until then. Bye-bye. Okay, so after your meatloaf has been in the oven, I've checked it after 40 minutes and gave it another 20 minutes, so that's an hour altogether. So once you take it out, it's going to look like this, and as you can see, there's a lot of oil collected at the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to drain off that oil. Now I'm going to put like a wooden spoon here to stop it from falling out. That's most of the oil off, and you'll see in the bottom there's going to be all these little kind of meaty bits. That's all the good stuff, where all the flavour is. It doesn't matter if there's a little bit of oil, it's fine. Now I'm just going to add in the rest of this sauce. It's a little thick. If it's really, really thick, then you can let it down with a wee bit of stock or wine. Would be even nicer. A little bit of red wine might be nice. You've opened yourself up a bottle anyway. So, even white wine. Noisy. Okay. So I'm actually going to do that. Now, do we have red wine open? I'll ask the cameraman. No wine? Okay. So water it is. Just a wee tiny bit, just to get whatever else is left in this jar. There we go. Now give that a wee stir. And that is going to go back into the oven for another 10 minutes. Okay, now everything is ready and it's time to put everything together. So the pasta has been cooked and I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of oil on that and also a little bit of pepper and salt. Stir that around a bit. And I'm going to portion that out. And a little trick that I always do with cooking pasta, whenever the packet says cook for 10 minutes. I always give it the 10 minutes, but I always check after just to make sure it's how I like it done, because different brands of pasta can be quite different when you cook them. So it's just a wee tip that you can use whenever you're using a new pasta. So that's very exciting. Let's put this aside and let's move on to this. Okay, the meatloaf has been resting out of the oven now for 10 minutes. So it came out of the oven 10 minutes ago, and I put a sheet of tin foil over the top just to keep everything warm and just to rest the meat for a while, which is always a good thing to do, because when you take meat out of the oven, it's a good thing to give it a rest for 10 minutes covered in tin foil, just so that the juices can redistribute in through the meat, instead of if you cut it straight away when it comes out of the oven, the juices tend to flow out of it and you're left with maybe a bit of dry meat. So just another little tip. So here we go, I'm going to cut this, and it could fall apart because I did not add any breadcrumbs to my mix, but it doesn't really matter. And this here could feed you maybe 2 meals, family of 4, so I would say maybe you'd get 8 dishes out of this, depending on how hungry everyone is. And also gonna get some of this sauce here. And then I cooked off just one of those frozen garlic breads, just because I normally make my own, but today I was just a bit stuck on time, so I just cooked one from the packet, and it will do just fine, so don't worry about that. And let's see. I'm also going to grate over some more Parmesan cheese, and then I'm going to tear up a little bit of fresh basil and put that on too. And then that will be everything complete. I'm ready to sit down and eat. So, here we go. Why not give it a wee try, and let me know what you think in the comments below, or if you have any other questions, don't be afraid to ask. If you want variations, or this recipe can be easily halved as well, so let me know. Okay, thank you, bye.